Hello and welcome to the Poultry Health Research Network here at the University of Guelph. I'm Ryan Snyder, the coordinator, and I'll be your host today. Today you're going to see an interview from one of our graduate students who's working on poultry research right here at the university. Enjoy. We're here today with Sunoh. Sunoh, thanks for joining us.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your background and how you came to be involved in studying poultry health.
Okay, I graduated with a degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine in South Korea. Wow. And I worked as a government veterinarian over there. And my responsibility was animal disease control such as highly pathogenic avian influenza. And for food safety, I inspected imported and exported meat and meat products such as chicken and day-old chicks and hatching eggs. And I went to Prince Edward Island for my master's degree of Veterinary Epidemiology.
Okay.
And I came here for a PhD. So I'm in the Pathobiology department at the Ontario Veterinary College.
Excellent. And whose lab are you in?
I'm in Susta lab. Dr. Leonardo Susta, yes.
Okay. And what's your program?
So my program is PhD, and my research topic is about chicken breast myopathies in broilers.
Okay. And so tell us a little bit about some of the work that you've done so far. Have you done some trials?
Sure. I mean, it is not trials, but we collected the samples to see the occurrence of breast myopathies.
Okay.
Recently, there are many reports of breast myopathies. It is called spaghetti meat, wooden breast, and white striation. Spaghetti meat shows the separation of myofibers. And wooden breast, we can see hardened consistency of chicken breast. And white striation, there are many white lines parallel to myofibers. These are not a public health concern, but it has negative impact on consumer acceptance and meat quality. And there are many reports about these myopathies in the United States and Europe and other countries, but there's no report about this, study about this. So we collected samples for physical measurement of chicken breast, and we did some histology to see how severe these myopathies are.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about the samples that you collected. Do they come from processing plants here in Ontario?
Yes. So we visited 2 processing plants in Ontario and brought breast fillets to our labs and measured height of breast fillet and weight and pH, and did some compression tests and made a histological slide from chicken breast.
Okay.
Yeah.
And about what age birds were you guys working with?
So age 42 days and weight 2.4 kilograms, like that.
2.4. So yeah. On the heavier side, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Not quite roaster size, but
right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so what were some of the findings that you guys discovered?
I have to correct this. So one processing plant, average flock weight is 2.2 kilograms.
Okay. 2.2.
Yeah, and another plant, 2.4 kilograms.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what we found was those myopathies occurs together. So at first we thought we can separate spaghetti meat or white striation wooden breast, but when we see chicken breast, it comes all together. So when we see the white striation, there is some wooden breast and spaghetti meat. And because, and those breast fillet with myopathies are heavier, thicker, and harder. So those are good characteristics and good predictors to see the myopathies.
Right.
And chickens in Canada is smaller than those in the United States, so sure. We cannot see that much of severe case of white striation or wooden breast, but still it exists. Mm-hmm. We can see.
And so what proportion of meat would be having these characteristics in a processing plant?
So white striation, it's kind of new normal these days, so around 80%, but this is not a public health concern, so it is okay. Mm-hmm. And wooden breast, sometimes 20%, severe case of wooden breast, sometimes 20%, sometimes 30% like that.
And that's from a flock, 20% of a flock that's going
right.
through the plant, not like 20% of the entire production for the day?
We do random sampling, so it can represent whole flock
okay.
of the day.
Okay,
Yep.
very cool. And so in addition to this, are you guys planning any trials, or are you going to continue doing collection from the field and understanding?
Yeah, so we'd like to see the seasonal variation. So we'll visit plants during 4 seasons and choose 10 plugs per season, and one plug will inspect 250 fillets.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no animal trial.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And are there any major funders for this project?
Yeah, this is funded by OMAPRA.
Okay, excellent. And what about any collaborations? Are you collaborating with any other labs or facilities with the University of Guelph or other institutions?
Yes, so we are working with Dr. Shai Babut from Food Science.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. What has been the most exciting part of this project for you?
I like the research environment from this university. Faculties and colleagues, other graduate students and postdoc researchers, they are really helpful and they always try to help each other. I really like this work environment.
Excellent. Yeah, it's always good to hear about some collaborations and bright minds coming together to solve big problems. So this project, you said, has quite large implications for both the poultry and the local and global poultry industry. Can you look into the crystal ball and tell us a little bit about the larger implications that this work may have?
Yes. So there's no research about these myopathies in Canada. So when we study the prevalence and risk factors, then we can recommend some practical measures to poultry industry, and it will affect their economic income. So we are so happy about that. And we can reduce the food waste because one of our objectives is to make some product from these chicken breast with myopathies. So it will be good for both producers and consumers.
Yeah. And as many people have said, you can't manage what you don't measure. So this is some of the first ways to start measuring what's going on in Ontario and Canada. Very good. So what's next for you after your program? Are you looking to stay in academics? Do you want to get into the industry or travel abroad?
So I'm open to all opportunities because currently I'm so excited about this project. So I'd like to do as much as I can. So I'm doing this prevalence study, I'm doing meat quality, and in the future I will do some proteomics like that. So we'll see.
Excellent, very good. Is there anything that you'd like to say to the local poultry industry or the academic community? So
thank you so much for the cooperation. I was really impressed by the help from producers, the processing plant and other people. And yeah. Thank you for the nice interview.
Yes, thank you so much for having us. This has been another student interview with Sunoh.
Thank you.